Hey, what's up future programmers? It's Benjamin the Dev here with another video from the JavaScript Bootcamp. In this video, it's all about strings. Okay, so back in FreeCodeCamp, we're in our first lesson, which is declare string variables. But before I start this lesson, I'd like to say that we are doing the HTML and responsive web design certificate in another video series. So look at the top right hand side, you'll see a link to that. Come and watch those videos as well when you have the time. Okay, let's get to the video. So declare string variables. So in this lesson, basically in this example here, we've got Alan Turing as our examples. So we set up our variables, first name, last name, and Alan and Turing are the data in these variables. So it's asking us to create two new string variables, which is my first name and my last name. So what we need to do is we need to set up our variable and type in my first name, and let me just put my name in, Benjamin. And don't forget that when we're setting up a variable with several words in it, we want to do the camel case. Let's do a variable my last name, and I'm just going to put the dev in camel case because that's what I'm known as, but not literally known as that. I don't have that on my passport because that would just be weird. But anyway, right, so we've created our two new strings. We've set my first name, my last name, and we've signed the values of your first and last name respectively. So that's basically that. Now I want to show you quickly in our JavaScript file, and what I will do is comment out everything that we've got here, and in fact I can show you via the console. So let's open this file anyway, just for fun, and it's not here. Let's just create a new link here, and then what we can do is we can Command J, and we'll just use this here. So variable first name and last name. So if we go into first name, if we try and type that out, my first name, you can see that it comes back here with Benjamin. If we actually tab and hit enter, and then let's do the same for my last name, tab and enter, we can see that it's held in memory there. And you can see that it comes back with two strings. So the same thing will happen here in this lesson. And that's basically setting up strings. So let's set up the next lesson. And this is escaping literal quotes in strings. So there's this way of doing it, and it will give you this outcome. So it's saying, let me zoom in a bit actually here so you can see it a bit better. We're using double quotes here. And what you want to do sometimes is you want to be able to write something that's a quote in double quotes. And there's a couple of ways you can do that, and we'll explore them in the next couple of lessons in this video. But let's follow what FreeCodeCamp are asking us. So it's saying that we need to type in I am a double quoted string inside a double quote. So I'm just going to copy and paste that purely for time. You guys can go ahead and just type that out. So what you can see here is coming up with an error. It's saying, hold on, I've opened my quotes and I've got closing quotes, but for some reason I've got more quotes than expected. And I think if we hover over, yeah, see, it's coming up with some error here. So what you need to do is you need to just do a backslash basically, and you do that backslash, and that means it basically cancels them out. So you don't do that. You don't put another quote in. That would just be madness. Right, so now really it should come back clean for us. What I will do is I'll just copy and paste that, and I'll just bung it into our console down here. So I'm a double quoted string. So we've quoted that out, we've quoted that out, and that one, and that one. And it comes back as undefined. Let's go to my string. str, and look, it comes back I am a double quoted, let me press enter, there we go, I am a double quoted string inside of double quotes. kind of a mouthful really, if you're trying to say it. Right, so that should pass the test. So you should have 2 double quotes, and we should have 4 escaped double quotes. So we do. Variable my string should be contained to I am a double string. Okay, I'm not going to repeat that again. I can hear you guys not being happy with that. So yep, that's all done. So now we go to submit and next challenge. So this one is quoting strings with single strings. So like I said before, we have this version, which is the double string, but you can do another one, which could be called, I don't know, let's type in Ben str, so Ben string, and you can just use single quotes here. So like hello world. And what we'll do is we'll just pop that into our Chrome. Let's do Command K to clear that so we can see a bit better, and then we just type in Ben str. You can see it actually is typed in singles, but it comes back as doubles. So let's go back to the lesson, and it tells you double string quote, single quote strings, and then Phoenix claims to Jake, algebraic, which is perfect. So here we've got this lovely example of how to put a link into a string. So for example, say we want to inject an anchor into a DOM element on the page. So like for here, for example, we wanted to, I don't know, we want to put something, I don't know, another link here, for example. We could kind of inject it into there. But at the moment, let's see what my string returns back. So my string, you can see we've backslashed it and it's working just fine. But actually, let's do something like what do they want us to do? They want us to literally use single quotes. So actually, let's go ahead and let's do var. Actually, we don't need to do that. What we need to do is we just need to make it single quotes like this, and we need to remove the backslashes. So let's go ahead and do that. If I can do that, yes. And then let's just remove all the backslashes. You should have 2 single quotes and 4 double quotes, and I think we do. We have the 2 that are closing, open and closing, 1, 2, and 3, 4 for target blank. Let's run that test. Let's move on to the next one. So this is a nice little handy cheat sheet of all the different kind of backslashes, new line, carriage return, tab, backspace, all of that sort of stuff. Now this lesson is, what we've got to do is we've got to create this first line, second line, and third line. So let's go and change this line. So we've got to make a string that says equal it to that, and I guess we're going to be using double quotes. It's not what's it saying to use. My string should not contain any spaces. My string should contain first line, second line, third line. Remember case sensitivity, always a good point. We need a new line here, we need a new tab here, and we need 2 backslashes here. So there should be a new line character between second and third line. Right, okay, so that doesn't really matter too much in terms of using singles, but we'll use doubles for now. So let's just copy this in actually for now, and let's tidy it up. I know it looks a bit horrible at the moment, but just give me a second. Let's clean that up. So with the first line, we just want it to make a new line. So what we need to do is we need to go like this, new line. So that's our new line part done. And then second line, what does it want us to do? Second line, okay. So what we'll do, and this needs to be a new line as well. So just give me a second. Let me just do this one as well. That's going to be a new line. So let's see, just for fun, how that is looking so far. So let's test it out over here in our console. Let me just clear it. I always do clear like that. It doesn't really work. Right, so undefined. So let's go and have a look at my string. So we got first line, second line. So we got the line break, so that's good. But we need to make this move across. So we want to do a, so not double quote, not backslash, not new line. We probably want to do a carriage return. So new line, so let's do carriage return and have a little go of that one then, shall we? So backslash and R, and let's try that. Just give me 2 seconds to go over to this one. Let's try that again. Undefined. That hasn't done it. So okay, let's do it this way. So let's just run it here. It's going to run back. So we need tab. Oh, yeah, of course we need it to be a tab, don't we? Not a carriage return. Let's change that to a T. Should not contain any spaces. Do we have spaces? We do have a space there. We have one space. Okay, so we don't need any space. So let's get rid of that. Should not contain any spaces. Oh yeah, I made spaces. Trying to be neat, I guess. Right, the my string should contain a tab which follows a new line. Okay, so we've got the tab and then we've got the new line. So my string should contain a tab character. We've got the tab character. Oops, I just moved that by accident. And it's saying that we need a new line. So, which follows a new line character, which we have done, I believe. So we've got our new tab. So /T, not /T, and then \N for the new line. So let me just try that again. There should be a new line character between the second and third line. So second, yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Let's get rid of that new line and then just run the test. Alright, so I'm a bit stumped. It should really just be a new line, like how I've been putting it in. Let me just zoom in a bit better. First line, okay, so second line, and then we've got our tab, and then we've got our new line. Let's try it. Let's try that. Okay, so do we need to do the tab beforehand then? Let's try that. New tab. Maybe that's what we've got to do. Run tests. Yeah, so look, I was putting the tab. So just remember that most people who write JavaScript, and you'll find this on Twitter, they have debates, that some videos will show that the person who's creating a video is a guru, is like the JavaScript guru who never makes a mistake. That's complete trash. People make mistakes, people have to look things up on the MDN. So for example, MDN, oh, I've typed in the wrong place. So look, people come to here all the time, MDM JavaScript, because we don't know everything. We can't learn everything all the time. It's just so much. JavaScript is huge, especially when you've got React, Node, like React.js, Node.js, all of the Vue.js, all the different libraries, JavaScript, jQuery, all those types of things. As you're learning JavaScript, the best advice I can give you is not to stress and not to think, my goodness, I'm watching all these other tutorials and people know everything. They won't know everything. JavaScript is a beast. So sometimes even me or other developers will show you that things can go wrong, or you can't figure something out, or you just have to keep playing with JavaScript until you get it right, or you find the solution, or you go on Stack Overflow and you find something. So just bear that in mind, because JavaScript, you can get quite tired of trying just to learn JavaScript and it feels tiresome. So yeah, that's my little rant, obviously. Let's carry on. Right, run the tests. We've got all the greens. Let's go. I'm going to zoom out a bit because I think I've zoomed in a bit too much. Okay, so this is one of my favorites, this concatenating strings together. So to concatenate strings, it's basically like this. You add a plus symbol. So we need to build my string from the strings. This is the start and this is the end. This is quite easy. So what we shall do now is we shall go like this. And to be fair, going on about the rant about making mistakes, I actually love making mistakes in JavaScript, because then I realize what's going wrong. The more mistakes you make, the better you learn, and that's how I feel. So this is the start. Let's copy and paste this. Right, so a thing that I want to show you guys is that when we're concatenating strings, in fact, I'll just show you visually. Let's just copy and paste this here. Let's just remove that and copy and paste this here. So let's just change this to my string 22, because I think we've already used up the memory. So let's just do, oh no, it's okay. Let's just do Command J on this page. It doesn't really matter. Let's do my string 22. Right, what you can see here, now when you concatenate, you use the plus operator, and you can see that when it pumps out, that there's no space. And the easiest way to do this, or to correct this, is to actually make the space in the string. So now I've made this space here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this in, and you can see there's actually a space. Let me go to the end of the full stop. In fact, let me just my string. You can see now there's a space there where I've just highlighted it. So this is the start and there's a string, but you always got to remember that you got to make that space there, basically, if you want it not to look like the above example here, because there's no space. Okay, right, let's run this test. I should really always be checking this as well. Right, my string should have the value of this is the start, this is the end, and that's why, because we renamed it 22, didn't we? So let's just run the tests. Boom. Okay, good. Right, now we need to concatenate strings with the plus equals operator. So in the lesson before this, we talked about the plus equals operator in math. This is just in strings. So it's just a shorthand way, really, just to get the two strings to come together. And you can see in the example provided, they've made that space there, which is quite crucial. Don't forget it, because then people won't be able to read it. So we need to do my string plus equals, I'm saying it all backwards, plus equals our, OURSTR, and then that should be fine. And for some reason I'm getting unexpected. Okay, what do you mean it's unexpected? Okay, let's just run the test and see what we get. My string plus equals to our string. Okay, build the my string over several lines by concatenating the two strings. This is the first string. This is the first sentence, and this is the second sentence using the plus equals. Oh yes, of course, you said it the right way. It's plus equals again. Let's try that. Operator, use the plus equals operator similar to how it's shown in the ESTA. Start by assigning the first string to my string. Okay, so our string, I come first. Let's just copy and paste this, and let's just bung this in the unexpected token plus equals. That's very strange. Go. So what I was doing before was not actually correct. What I need to do is we need to set my string, and we need to set it to equals to actually a string. I thought they wanted us just to I thought they would just wanted us to put these two strings together, but they don't. They basically want us to write our own string out and to do this. So let's go ahead and do the first part using that space that we've got there. And let me just, no, okay, give me a second. Let me just do this. Right, so I've copied this. Let's go here. All right, so this is first sentence. and we've left that space in there, remember, from last time. And then what we need to, whoops, let's put that back. Then what we need to do is say my string, my str, and then we need to do a plus and then the equals, and then we need to add more to this string. We need to add this. This is the second sentence, and full stop. And now if we, let's just do a hard refresh on this page on the MDN survey, on the MDN web doc, sorry. What we will do, hopefully it hasn't, yeah, it's kind of kept all of that. Let's just go to another page so it should clear out. So let's just go here and let's go just to arrow function. That's on the S6. So let's do this. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, so that's nothing to do with us. That's actually the web page that we're on. Right, so now if we Command K all of this stuff out of the way, and we got variable my string, this is first sentence, my string plus equals, this is the second sentence, and now you can look, it's even given us the return of that. So if we go to my string, you can see that is the way that they wanted it to us to do it. So let's go to run tests and let's see if we get the green tick, which we do. So what we'll do is we'll leave it there because I know this video is kind of running a little long, but thank you for watching. I am creating another series within HTML and eventually will be CSS, so that will be in the top right of this video. Please like, subscribe and share this video if you wish. Any questions or any suggestions, please leave a comment in the box below and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.